the truth of our being. Now these are the words of the Master. Believe me, the time is coming when neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem they will worship the Father. You worship what you do not know, but we worship what we do know. But the time is coming, and it is here, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and in truth. It was Moses who first revealed the universal state of the great I Am, and Jesus showed the same I Am in man. Moses and Jesus, to my mind, are the two great prophets. Not only are they prophets for the Jews alone, but for the whole world. But it takes time for the human mind to comprehend the great truth unfolded by them because of preconceived ideas. The I Am God in man is the doorway of the great I Am God, universal, coming forth into expression and form. When you grasp this fundamental truth, then the use of the Christ power is available to you as sons and daughters of God. There is nothing mysterious about it. It is true in fact and cannot be denied. The first process in this realization is to separate yourself, creative being, reality, from the external and relative. What you analyze and discern is not the self but form. The self analyzes and discerns form but cannot analyze or discern what the self is. It can only know it is. The next process in the realization is to know that the substance of God, that is the mind of God, is perfect and is the only substance there is, and this substance is the foundation of and supports all form. Yet the I Am is not fettered or limited by the form, but free and unlimited even while in the form. If you cannot separate one from the other, for one is the creator of the other, and such creation must exist in the creator exits in his creation. Now the human mind cannot conceive the whole truth, although it can realize the whole. For the truth that you may or can perceive is only in your imagination, an idea, whereas the truth is none of these things. You do not create reality, reality is the creator. That is why I have said to you to turn your thinking back on your thinking, then you will find the source of your thinking. You have been given power to reason, and truth does not run contrary to reason but goes beyond it. Therefore do not limit truth by your limited reasoning power, but realize it to be all power, all knowledge, and ever present. I have no intention of trying to define reality, for I know that to be an impossibility, for there is nothing with which we can compare it. It is beyond mind, yet it is the power in and behind mind. If I can bring your consciousness to become aware of itself, not what it is but that it is, then you have found the first step to power and unfoldment. If you can follow this line of action, you will find that that which is beyond mind will express itself through you in its great wisdom, love, power, and perfection, its own true nature. And what you will see will only be its manifestation. But unless you recognize the truth, that the I Am in man is identical with the I Am God, you will live in the relative and will be limited by the relative through your reactions to the relative. The majority pattern their lives after what they have heard or read and what others have taught. You will notice that some will say this is the truth and others will say, no, this is the truth. You will readily see that their truth is wrapped up in ideas and theories, and none is the truth. No one argues about truth, for truth is beyond argument. We only argue about our ideas of truth and beliefs of truth. Truth is life, and you cannot find it in any philosophy or creed, idea or system. If you try to find the truth in this way, you will find that your conception of truth is but a continual movement from one illusion to another illusion in the relative, and this leads you from one teacher to another, or from one prison to another prison. One stage will continue until another stage is reached. At each stage there is a pause, a feeling of satisfaction. You think you have found the truth, only for a moment does this exist. Shortly the hunt will begin again with renewed effort along the same path of illusion. When you see that it is freedom from illusion you are really seeking, then you will begin to grasp the truth. Even the disciples of the Master could not discern the truth. The Master tried to show them, for we read where Philip asked, Master, show us the Father. And the Master replied, Have I been with you this long while, and you know not what I say to you? When you have seen me, you have seen the Father. The Father and I are one. The disciple must know the life to be the self, not separate from all other selves, but one with all selves, even the Christ of God. Reality cannot be imagined or fancied. That which can be explained is not the truth. Truth is living, joyful, spontaneous, without effort or introspection. It is sweet and silent and complete, full, whole, and to realize this there must be non-attachment to ideas, beliefs, the past or the future. For with these you are held in a prison of your own making. Free your mind from all authority, limitation, and imitation. Refuse to allow others to do your thinking for you. Strip yourself naked of your beliefs, spiritual, mental, or material. If you look into your heart, you will find inherited theories of right and wrong. Empty your mind and heart of all these things, then God will fill his own dwelling place with his love and wisdom. The truth requires no effort, no help, no aid. What you have to do is to keep your mind and heart free so that wisdom and love can manifest. My words cannot express the wonder of it all, but by constant recognition and realization the truth of the glorious reality will unfold in you, and as you begin to know it, live it fully and freely, then you will unfold more and more, for it is eternal and everlasting. When we set our affection upon the Father of love, the Creator of all, recognizing our oneness, we see how rich we really are. We see that God's name is stamped in ourselves in the name I Am. The universal in God is individual in man, and as soon as we realize this, the veil is lifted and the consciousness becomes aware, one with Christ, one with God, one with each other, in one mind that is divine, with power and dominion over all things. Thus we are made in His image and likeness. This we must realize to the full. Here ends this lecture.